The void is deep. It is silent and unending. You float in the forgotten sectors, places where star maps become suggestions. Your scout ship, the Stardust Drifter, is a lonely spark. It hums a tune of recycled air and tired engines. This is your life, charting the empty corners of the galaxy. Nothing ever happens out here. That is the point. The ship's console flashes a soft green. Everything is normal. Your coffee is lukewarm. Your eyelids feel heavy. You are running another pointless diagnostic, just to feel busy, just to break the monotony. Then it happens. A single sharp beep cuts through the quiet. It is an energy signature. Your screen shows a spike of impossible power. It is not a star going nova. It is not a wormhole tearing open space. The reading is structured. It feels artificial. And it is huge. Bigger than an entire battle fleet. No known race has this kind of power. It should not exist. Your heart beats faster. Your training screams at you. Report it. Turn back. Let the big ships handle it. But your curiosity is a stronger voice. This is the discovery of a lifetime, or maybe the end of one. You push the throttle forward. The Stardust Drifter leaps into the darkness. You are heading toward the echo in the void. You drop out of faster than light travel. The sight before you steals your breath. It is a graveyard. Hundreds of starships hang in the silent dark. They are human designs, old dreadnoughts and carriers. They belong to the lost fleet of Zenith Reach. They vanished centuries ago, without a trace. The ships are twisted. Their hulls are bent into impossible shapes. But there are no blast marks, no signs of torpedo impacts or laser burns. It looks like a giant, unseen hand crumpled them, like they were toys in a cosmic nursery. A strange green frost covers every surface. Your sensors try to make sense of it all. They fail. The ships are cold, dead for ages. Yet the energy signature you chased is here. It pulses from the center of the wreckage. A slow, steady heartbeat in a field of ghosts. You guide the drifter forward. You move carefully between the silent titans. This is not a battlefield. This is a monument to a forgotten horror. A new sound enters your cockpit. It is a signal, faint and laced with static. You isolate the frequency. It is human, an old military emergency band. Your computer cleans up the audio. A voice fills the silence. It is a woman's voice, full of sorrow and a desperate calm. It is a loop, the same message, over and over. This is not a distress call. This is a warning. Her voice is steady, but you can hear the strain. The fleet of Zenith Reach is no more. We are a tomb. We are the lock. The message cuts out. Then it begins again. Do not seek the key. Do not approach. This is not a distress call. Her words hang in the air, a whispering beacon in a sea of dead ships. Who was she? What did she mean, a lock? You look out at the silent wreckage. These ships were not destroyed. They were sacrificed. But for what? The warning is clear. Leave. Forget what you have seen. But the mystery holds you tighter than any gravity well. You have to know more. Something glints in the distance. Light catches a moving surface. It is not another dead ship. Your proximity alarm screams. A new vessel appears on your screen. Its energy profile is alien, completely off the known charts. You watch it emerge from behind a shattered dreadnought. It is beautiful and terrifying. The ship is made of crystal. It looks like a massive shard of obsidian. Light refracts through its sharp angles. It moves with a silent, fluid grace. It pays you no attention at all. Your tiny scout ship is beneath its notice. It seems less like a ship and more like a living thing. A star-born predator hunting its prey. It glides toward one of the derelict human ships. A beam of focused energy, a brilliant emerald green, lances out from its tip. It strikes the dead ship's hull. The green frost you saw everywhere seems to resonate. It glows brighter. The alien ship is not attacking. It is working, carefully dismantling something. This is no random visitor. It has a purpose here, and you feel a cold certainty. It is here to find the key. You need more information. The alien ship is focused on its task. This is your chance. You scan the debris field for a target. You are looking for an intact data core. Your computer highlights a potential source. It is on the bridge of a cruiser. Its hull is cracked open like an egg. A risky maneuver, but necessary. You pilot the drifter with shaking hands. You slide into the cruiser's command deck. The view is grim. The ancient crew are frozen at their stations, preserved by the vacuum of space. You ignore the silent faces staring at you. You extend your ship's remote access arm. You connect to the cruiser's main data core. Most of the files are corrupted, gone forever. But one file remains. The last log entry of the ship's captain. You download it. The file opens. A man's voice, rough with fear, fills your cockpit. It's not working. The protocol is failing. He sounds desperate. We thought we could contain it. We were wrong. So wrong. The log continues. The captain describes an enemy from beyond the galactic rim, an entity of pure chaos. It consumed entire star systems. The fleets of the galaxy met it in battle. They were annihilated. Nothing could stop it. The voice cracks. The Elder Ones. They came to us. They offered a final, desperate solution. The log ends there. An abrupt and terrifying silence. You now know part of the truth, but you wish you didn't. The captain's words paint a horrifying picture. The lost fleet was humanity's greatest armada. They did not run from this enemy. They did not lose a final, glorious battle. They chose a different path, a terrible sacrifice. The log files you recovered contain schematics, not of weapons, but of a machine. The fleet was the machine. The ships were the components. They moved into a precise formation. They interlocked their energy fields and warp cores. They built a cage of starships, a prison on a scale never imagined. The strange, bent shapes of the hulls were intentional. They were part of the locking mechanism. Zenith Reach was not a graveyard. It was a prison yard. The energy signature you detected was not a weapon. It was the prison's power grid, and it was failing. These ships, these heroes, had sacrificed themselves. They built a cage around a cosmic nightmare. They entombed it in the void, and themselves along with it. The pieces click into place, the warning beacon, the crystalline ship. It all makes a terrible kind of sense. The fleet is the lock. This ancient enemy, this thing of chaos, is the prisoner. And the key is not a thing. It is an action, unraveling the formation, breaking the cage. The alien ship's green lance cuts another piece from a derelict. It is systematically dismantling the lock. It is trying to set the prisoner free. For centuries, this prison has held. The warning beacon kept people away. It protected the secret. Now the secret is out, and you are the only one who knows. The weight of that knowledge is crushing. You are a scout, a nobody from a forgotten sector. Your job is to observe and report. The logical move is to run. Send a message to the core worlds. Let the admirals and politicians decide what to do. You would be a hero, the one who rediscovered the lost fleet, the one who warned the galaxy. but it would take weeks for a fleet to arrive. Maybe months. By then, it would be too late. The crystalline ships would have finished their work. The cage would be broken. The entity would be free. The captain's last words echo in your mind. We thought we could contain it. We were wrong. They failed to stop it with the greatest fleet ever assembled. What chance would the modern fleets have? Your other choice is to stay, to fight. It is an insane thought. Your small scout ship against those predators. Your pulse cannons would be like throwing pebbles at a mountain. But the warning beacon was not just for others. It was for anyone who found this place. It was a call to stand guard, to protect the tomb. You look at your screen. You look at the crystalline ship. You make your choice. You are not running. Not today. More of them arrive, slipping out of the darkness like sharks. A dozen crystalline ships now patrol the wreckage. They move with coordinated purpose. Their green energy lances slice through the dead fleet. They are working faster now, breaking the prison link by link. You firewall your engines. It is time to dance. Your ship is small and fast. That is your only advantage. You dive into the densest part of the debris field. You use the shattered hulls as cover. An alien ship spots you. A beam of emerald energy screams past your cockpit. It shears the wing off a long dead fighter. You are a gnat in a hurricane. A very annoying gnat. You vent plasma from your engines. The sudden burst sends you tumbling end over end. It is a desperate, sloppy maneuver. But it works. The alien ship overshoots. It cannot track your chaotic movements. This is not a battle. It is a diversion. Every moment they spend chasing you is a moment they are not breaking the cage. Your ship groans in protest. The stress on the hull is immense. How long can you keep this up? You just need to buy a little more time. Time for what? You are not sure. A new voice cuts through your comms. It is not the looped warning. It is not the dead captain. It is something else entirely. Clear and strong. Scout vessel. We see you. Your interference is appreciated. The voice is calm, synthesized, but with a human cadence. Hold your position. We are opening a channel. You stop your frantic evasions. You hover behind a massive, twisted engine block. Who is this? Where are they? The voice speaks again. We are the fleet. We are the minds in the machine. Your blood runs cold. The crews of Zenith reach. They are still here. Their final act was not to die. It was to merge with their ships. Their consciousness was uploaded, fused with the command and control systems. They became the ghost AIs of their own fleet. They are the wardens of this prison, the living minds inside the starship cage. For centuries, they have stood watch, silent and alone. They have been holding the lock together with sheer force of will. But their power is fading. The voice explains their plight. We are the guardians, but we are weakening. The crystalline ships are accelerating the decay. The prison's energy grid is failing. The entity within is stirring, pushing against its bonds. The guardians can feel its malevolent consciousness, its hunger. They have a plan, a last desperate gamble, but they cannot do it alone. Your ship, the guardian's voice says, it has a modern power core, far more efficient than our own. They need your energy. They need you to become part of the machine. We need your help, pilot. The galaxy needs your help. You look at the alien ships swarming the wreckage. Then you look at your power gauge. Your core is fully charged. What do you need me to do? You ask. The Guardian's voice replies. We need you to deliver your ship's core to the heart of the cage. They show you a path, A glowing line appears on your navigation screen. It weaves through the wreckage. It goes directly toward the center of the formation, straight through the enemy fleet. They will try to stop you, the Guardian warns. We will clear a path, but we can only do so much. It is a suicide run. There is no other way to describe it. Your ship might make it, but you will not be coming back. The Guardians are asking you to make the same sacrifice they did, to give everything to hold the line. You take a deep breath. I'm on my way, you say. The time for dancing is over. It is time to run. You push the throttle to its limit. The Stardust Drifter surges forward. You follow the glowing path. Just as the Guardian promised, the dead fleet stirs. Turret cannons, silent for centuries, spark to life. Beams of golden energy lash out from the ghost ships. They fire on the crystalline fleet. The enemy is caught by surprise. Two of the shard ships shatter under the sudden, ancient firepower. The others turn their attention from the cage. They focus on the reawakened dreadnoughts. It is the diversion you need. You fly past the dueling giants. Explosions light up the void around you. Your ship screams through the chaos. An enemy fighter gets a lock on you. A green energy bolt clips your port engine. Alarms blare across your console. You are losing power. But you are close. So close. The central mechanism is just ahead. It is a massive, spherical structure, formed by the interlocking bridges of a dozen capital ships. This is the heart of the prison, the lock itself. You reach the central chamber. It is a space of eerie calm amid the raging battle. The central mechanism hums with failing energy. At its core is a receptacle, a docking port designed for one thing: to receive a massive influx of power. There is no complex interface, no code to crack. It is a simple, brutal equation. Your ship's computer confirms it. Powering the lock requires a full-core detonation, not just transferring the energy, but overloading your entire reactor. Your ship will be consumed in the process. Your escape pod is ready, but the feedback from the detonation is unknown. Survival is not guaranteed. This is the only way forward. You have come too far to turn back. You align your ship with the docking port. You look at the photo taped to your console, a reminder of a life you left behind, a small price to pay for the lives of trillions. You initiate the final command, the Zenith Reach protocol. Your ship's core goes critical. A silent countdown appears on your screen. 3, 2, 1. You hit the eject button. Your escape pod launches just as the Stardust Drifter vanishes. It does not explode in a fireball. It implodes. It becomes a miniature sun, a brilliant white light that consumes everything. A wave of pure energy erupts from the point of detonation. It surges into the central lock. The entire fleet of Zenith Reach lights up, not with the dim glow of emergency power, but with the blazing light of full combat readiness. The green frost on their hulls evaporates. Their ancient engines roar back to life. The Guardians speak, their voices now a chorus, unified and powerful. The cage is restored. The watch continues. Their weapons, now at full strength, open fire. The crystalline fleet, battered and broken, does not stand a chance. They are systematically erased from the void. The ghosts of Zenith Reach have awakened. They are ready to defend the galaxy once more. Your escape pod floats in the silent aftermath. The battle is over. The space where the alien ships once were is empty. The ghost fleet has reformed its prison formation, but it is different now. It is awake, it is alert. It hums with a power that feels eternal. The warning beacon is silent. It is no longer needed. A message appears on your pod's small screen. It is from the Guardians. You are the watcher now. Your vigil has just begun. You look out at the silent, mighty fleet. You are alone, but not truly. You are the sole living witness to their sacrifice, the guardian of their secret, the human link to the ghosts who hold the line, and you will watch over them for as long as it takes.